Having children grow with both parents is always the wish of every family, short of which leaves a gap in their lives. Now, but imagine raising children as a single mother without knowing the whereabouts of the father. Phiona Barungi, a resident of Kiwatule, is experiencing this, with children bombarding her with questions on the whereabouts of her husband, who went missing in 2013. Let's take a look.
But we are family.
When Phiona Barungi got married in 2007, it was all happy times with her companion, Bosco Ndahiro. Little did she know that this happiness would be short-lived, following a nightmare that befell their family. It all started in South Africa, where her husband worked as a teacher, business person, and telecommunications expert.
We were in the house in the middle of the night. We've heard people hooting, ringing the bell at the gate. Then he was scared, and I was too, because we never used to have such visitors at such time. So he woke up. As soon as he woke up from the bed, they had already jumped the fence. They found us inside the house. So he opened the house and they came. They showed us their cards, and they were policemen. One of them was an intelligence guy. They showed us their cards, and they said, we shouldn't mind. We have to go to police. There is something that we have to go and report about.
The next morning, they were allowed to meet, but still, the husband could not explain what he knew about the accusations. This she could not stomach, and with the help of fellow women prisoners, she was released on grounds of being pregnant and innocent.
I was in the prison for like a week. Then the women that I found in prison striked and said they didn't understand why I was there, yet I was even heavily pregnant with a child in prison. They were so concerned, and indeed that evening I was taken from East London, because we are living in Eastern Cape. I was taken to Pretoria.
Next, she was on the flight back to Uganda, leaving the husband in prison, who also returned about 2 weeks later. Normalcy had returned home until March 2013, when he got another job in Rwanda. This was the beginning of another nightmare for the youthful mother of two.
The last time I dropped him at the airport, when he boarded the plane, he told me he was on the plane. And he had communicated with a friend he usually stayed when he was in Rwanda, to prepare for him his clothes and I think leave him a car at home, because he had a very early meeting, and the friend of course left everything at home and went.
Her efforts to trace the husband went as far as reporting the matter to police, Foreign Affairs Ministry and the Rwandese embassy. However, these efforts are yet to yield fruits. Belisha Ndahiro, her firstborn daughter, was always inquisitive about her father's whereabouts.
And I didn't have what to tell her. Since the father didn't die, I could not tell her your father died.
But after going through a series of counseling, she's coming to terms with the situation, though she misses her dad.
We miss Daddy because he buys for us food, he pays our school fees, he plays with us, he makes us laugh, and he disciplines us to be better children.
Phiona Barungi's case could be one example of missing parents in children's lives. And this is the care that SOS Children's Village Entebbe is giving to such children. All they have lived to know is that this is their home.
I was taken to school to learn, and they had paid for me school fees, and I'm so glad.
I have learned some hand skills, like I can cook.
I've got my own bed, my own wardrobes. I have my own mother in SOS who takes care of us.
I spoke to caretakers about what it takes to raise these children.
Taking care of children who are not mine, first of all, it is like my strength. Because once you get into a person who is not yours, I feel I'm doing some service.
With no trace of their biological background, these children are sometimes traumatized. Christine Mary Kevin Amoding, a caretaker here, lost her husband in the early 2000s. She cites counseling as one of the best ways of handling these vulnerable children.
Child knowing that you're not the biological mother, especially when a child has already grown up, is also sometimes a challenge.
They find life a little bit challenging. They have no identity. They have no attachment in terms of relatives, clan, and so on. You find that they tend to lose hope.
Lost hope indeed, because this is the exact situation that Phiona Barungi and her children are going through. Perhaps this is the reason why she has resorted to saving someone from going through a similar experience by putting her life story in writing.
Another reason is to, in future, my children to know that I tried to look for their father. However much I lied to them, and they will know that I lied to them because I was protecting them since they were young. And to tell them that I tried to look for their father.
The book is titled, Thrice I Fail, Yet Whole I Boldly Stand. It aims at bringing healing to women through heart-wrenching stories of loss, despair and pain of messed up marriages which, in most cases, affect children. Henry Okrut, UBC.
Thank you, Henry Okrut, for bringing us that story.